to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off play action. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Hoosiers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
Well, for Indiana, you've got to replace a lot of talent on offense after winning a national championship. It's not just the quarterback, obviously, but outside at receiver as well. And Surratt and Cooper and 2 guys that can win those one-on-one matchups, David. So they went to the portal and brought in Josh Hoover from TCU, but they've got to find some bodies that he can throw to keep this offense explosive.
And they did, right? Like that's what you got to give Cignetti credit for, man. He knows how to see the talent, bring it in, have a vision, and go get it. I mean, Becker was a guy that was already there, but nobody thought a lot of. This offense, I think they're going to continue to find those guys. I think they already know it, and I think you're going to see one today.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Hoosiers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not enough juice on that one.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. All over him immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the option. Now the toss. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Moves the pocket. It's Daniel. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
2nd and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. 3rd and long coming up. Wants to throw it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeps it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
It's complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that. Those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football, so you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. keep it on the ground. Driven back.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Throws for the tight end. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Simon. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Simon. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Drives inside. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the RPO got it. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
From deep, it's Cutler. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown! Hoosiers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Daniel. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense putting points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cutler. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet, it's Daniel. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going to here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to find the end zone. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Working the ground game. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys. Like, you're not allowed to hit them high, all the targeting. Like, if you're a big body guy with good hands, you can go make a lot of money. It might have been a little bit safer, might not have got hurt. So, yeah, it might not have been that bad of a living.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Foster. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do it. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Sells to run, looking to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. That one will give them the lead. Well, just
got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Second and long here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They go to the draw. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Scanning the field. It's Dawn. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Rashada Downs going up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going for the big play. He's got it for a big play. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Could not make his way to the corner. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Cutler. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Just smothered on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Foster. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Rush is on. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Straight ahead, it's Cutler. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Quarterback keeper. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
2nd down.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Foster. Fires quickly. Oh, he's got some space. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Cutler. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. On target over the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got the first down. Timeout on the field. 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Foster. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off to stop the threat.
But man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find